Okay, so once the G2s are set on all three tubes, you can kind of look at all three at the same time. I've got, there's blue and green together, and now I'm throwing red in. Now, it's not necessary that you see gray here. We're not doing color balance with the G2 dials, but if they're close, if you're close to right, the screen should be somewhat gray in appearance. But if it's not, you know, if it's predominantly one color or another, don't be too overly concerned with that. What we're going to do next is called the top-down center balance procedure. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the color meter to set the color of gray to D6500 Kelvin. But what's tricky about that on this projector is you only set that up at the very center of the screen. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, okay, right about where those two, or all four of those boxes converge together there. There, basically, you aim your color meter at that. I use a Minolta CS100 chroma meter because it has a point and shoot type thing rather than a sensor that goes onto the screen like the cheaper units have. This one, I can set it up anywhere in the room and use a tripod and target the center of the screen. And what I'm trying to achieve is I'm trying to get the maximum efficiency at D6500 Kelvin. And this is a fairly involved procedure, so bear with me. So first thing I do, what I've discovered is that even though you can use test patterns like 9, test pattern 9 for example, gives you a gray bar. You would think at the center where all that stuff converges in the middle, it would be where you would want to aim your camera. The truth is, for some reason, that's actually off a little bit. So to find out where the true sensor spot, sweet spot of the screen is, here's a little trick that Leo taught me. Go into the remote and you pick the POS convergence button until you can get into, right now I'm on blue threshold, so I'm going to hit that button again. Now I'm on blue sensitivity, and I'm going to hit green. Okay, I did that wrong. We're going to hit the hide mute button to get it out of threshold into sensitivity of green. Now see, back to that cursor thing again. You see the plus there in the middle, and you would think that you would just put your color meter camera unit onto that plus, but you don't. Use the cursor size button and hit that, and then down arrow, and that shrunk the cursor. Do it again, cursor size down, and do it one more time, cursor size down. Now we have the smallest cursor at the center of the screen. And then I'm going to hit the POS convergence button and go into data mode there. And I'm going to type 255 on my remote, 255. It puts the 255 up there, and I'm going to hit enter. And what you should see, I'm going to hit escape now. What you should see is that, actually it shows up better on this pattern, test pattern 6. There. That's good. That's good. So now, in test pattern 6, you see the green dot in the middle of the screen. And later, we're going to adjust the red, green, and blue intensity there to get gray at 80% and at 20%. But before we do that, what we want to do is, now that we know that is the true target of the screen, we go to the color meter and we aim that at that dot. And I think I'm already on target. Let me check. Pretty close. This particular unit has a focus adjustment. And then once I get it targeted onto that, now I know where the true center of the screen is. Now that that targeting is done, I'm set up to start the actual top-down procedure, which I'll cover here in the next video.